Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Deanna Jackson. Welcome back to Geeks and Around. I'm, of course, your executive producer. We are here to discuss a new episode of The Walking Dead. This one is actually, we finally saw what happened to Gus, which totally put my wild speculation from last season completely on its ass, but that's neither here nor there. Joining me, as always, our lead host and producer, Matt Moore. What's going on, man?
Not a whole lot, but you just said that this episode showed us what happened to Gus.
Yeah, Gus.
Yeah.
I did? I meant Beth. Oh, fuck. What is wrong with me today?
Hey,
I said Gus.
Gus is cool, too.
You said Gus. I think that's Breaking Bad about 3 years back.
Hey, it could cause the whole apocalypse. You don't know yet. You don't know.
Yeah, apparently I'm having Breaking Bad flashbacks. It's like, it's a good show, goddammit. Fuck all y'all. Hey, Charles, what's going on, man? Charles. Hi, Charles.
Yes, because I didn't actually understand you because everybody was talking all at once. But yes, I am doing awesome right now anyway. But I will say that during the episode of Walking Dead, I have never felt more uncomfortable than I did during that whole episode. That was a creepy episode, man. After it was over, I was literally shaking because of how uncomfortable I was. I felt violated.
Yeah, you weren't the only one that was having issues of violation in this episode, trust me.
Yeah.
Isaiah, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great, sir. Doing great. This episode, I can't lie. I loved it. I loved it so much. Minus the ending, I loved it. And then you did get that feel that made you feel uncomfortable, but that's what Walking Dead supposed to make you do. It's supposed to make you feel uncomfortable. So overall, I did enjoy it a lot. Beth was badass.
I've actually got to disagree with it. Is I've got to say, like, this hospital is probably the most civilized. I know there's Gorman or whatever his name was.
Yeah, Gorman.
There's that asshole, that asshat. But other than that, I don't know. Like, I think I'd be okay living in this fucking hospital.
Well, you're a guy, so.
I can't do that.
Yeah,
no.
there's that.
I can't do it because I'll be black, and they're going to put me to a slave. Like, work faster, slave. Like, oh, hell no. I'd rather be a walker than a slave. Fuck
I
that.
don't know. Noah seemed okay. Noah, like, he rolled his eyes a couple times, but otherwise.
Yeah,
Hey,
no,
big
it's cool.
ass.
Oh, no,
Everyone
thank
is
you,
cool.
Lou Rod, for having my back. I see you out there, Lou Rod. Thank you for having my back.
Okay, everybody hates Chris, okay? Everybody hates Chris. There you go. Oh, everybody hates Noah. There you go.
That was my thought, my prevailing thought every time he was on the scene is everybody hates this guy.
Yeah.
Because I love that show. Fucking Terry Crews destroyed in that TV show.
Yeah. Also, it should make a spin-off. Like, everyone hates Noah. Oh, dear God. That would be so awesome, guys. That would be so awesome.
No, it wouldn't.
No.
Yes, it
No.
would. It would.
Not
Noah
even-
and the Walkers. Oh, dear God. It's like, hey, everybody hates Noah.
Yeah, and he's just walking down the street with all these walkers, and they start surrounding him. It's like, God damn it, why does everybody hate me?
There you go. Even Charles understands me. He understands me so well. See, that's like a blockbuster hit right there. AMC, get on it. AMC, get on it.
I don't know about anything that Isaiah's saying, but I would
It-
fully endorse Terry Crews being in either a zombie movie or this TV show.
See? There you go.
I think he would destroy. I think that would be awesome.
But Isaiah, yeah, that whole, like, everybody hates Noah thing, yeah, it would be canceled before the first episode finished.
It's because he's black. That's why.
Well, I think we can all agree that Terry Crews in anything is pretty
That's
much
true.
going to equal up to a win.
Yeah.
Notice how I just, pretended like Isaiah didn't say anything and could
But you still
Said what I
agree
wanted
with
to
me.
say.
You still agree with me. You still agree with me. That's all
agree
it
with you.
was.
I don't even know what you were talking about. I agree that I have no idea what you were talking
You
about.
see, folks, he does this all the time. He agrees with me, but he doesn't want to admit to it. That's good. It's all good by me. He knows me that well.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with it. So it's like, I mean, the whole point of this episode is like after so long of not having any idea what happened to Beth, not Gus, but Beth.
I wish.
I'm
you know
sorry.
that was
I'm not
not
quite
about-
sure how you were able to mix up the 5'2" small blonde white girl with the chicken making meth.
Manos y manos.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was a black.
half black, half Brazilian guy.
Yeah.
Well, Beth and Gus, they sound so similar.
I
Uh-huh.
know, right? What? They do. Like, same voice pattern, same, like, what? He sounds like a man or a woman.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Help him with that story.
Gus did cut a girly figure. He really did.
Yeah, it's true.
He was a little effeminate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're just gonna move right along from there. But it's like I've said this before, is like in other episodes that have done things similar to this here on The Walking Dead, where when they kind of take side stories with, just one or a few characters and show what's going on with them, those tend to be some of my favorite episodes. And this one, honestly, was no different. It's like I kind of had my concerns because, of course, we knew last week that this is what this week's episode was going to center on. My only concern going into it was whether or not Beth could carry an episode by herself. It's just her and a bunch of other cats that we don't know, and I was concerned about that. And after seeing last night's episode, I probably shouldn't have been so concerned. I think she did a hell of a job.
Yeah. I have a lot of confidence in her, in the actress, because we actually been with her throughout a long time throughout the whole series. Yes, she can get her own scenes now and then, but she's grown as a character over the road. So I think I had a lot of trust in Beth and what was going to happen to her, and pretty much we can actually picture ourselves as Beth. Maya's the girl. I'm just being like, what if you was at age? What if you was in that age of apocalypse and you're stuck with these random people? It's like the whole euphoria of just you don't know what's going to happen. That's unpredictability right there. So I liked her character, and pretty much she's not in the comic books itself in a way, but she's really good character in my book.
My thought is the one thing that she is good at, they didn't really highlight all that much. They showed a little bit of it, but that's killing walkers. I mean, this girl was trained by Daryl Dixon. She can kill walkers like no other, and we didn't see a whole lot of that.
Well,
and I think that if the people at the hospital had really seen her do that, that maybe they might hold her in higher regard and and treat her better.
Quite possibly.
Yeah. Stopping motherfuckers like, damn.
Well, Lou Rod, meanwhile, is like he just liked the fact that we saw Beth do something other than babysitting and singing.
Hey, now the singing's not bad.
Gotta agree with.
Yeah, but I don't know, just like how you were saying, like if Beth did all that stuff and maybe the people at the hospital would treat her better, I don't think that would happen regardless, because everybody at that place, and I'm also thinking about this towards Noah, everybody there is assholes completely. I mean, Dawn is pretty clear that she's an abuser, that she, like how she was beating Beth, I'm pretty sure that she had a family and was possibly abusive towards her own children. And then, of course, Gorman, yeah, he is a rapist. Pretty damn clear, he's a rapist.
Well, Gorman at this point ain't much anything, so that's true. I'm going to go ahead and call Gorman no longer an issue.
Thank God. But
that's pretty.
But then again,
I don't know. Just to be honest, every time I saw Dawn on screen, and even Gorman, even though I was happy what happened with Gorman, so that's pretty much irrelevant at this point. But with Dawn, I just really want that woman to die. I do.
Yeah, same here. Because she's a bigger enemy.
And I to be honest, I kind of thought that maybe eventually Beth would go all out and kill everybody there.
I can see that. I can really see that. And
what fucking Beth are y'all talking about?
Hey, the Beth we saw last night.
What Beth have y'all been watching for the past three seasons that could possibly just lose it and start killing a bunch of people?
I understand.
Like, I mean, what are you both on?
She's like a mini Carol, dog. She's like a mini Carol.
No, she's not.
Okay, first off, I'm not agreeing with these two, but it seemed pretty clear that she was looking to take out the doctor.
Yeah, take out one person. That I can absolutely see her doing. It's like they're talking about her going carry on these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
It's just,
and that's just not realistic. Not even kinda.
Well, the character could always be pushed into that position where she would have to. I mean, I can't really compare her to how Rick and his group completely wiped out the people at Terminus, because they've been through a lot more than Beth since the time that she's been missing. It's just, if she's pushed to that point, I can see her doing it, although after she's actually done it, I can see her regurgitating the entire contents of her stomach.
Well, it's like, that's not my point. It's like, anybody can be pushed into doing pretty much anything if you put them through enough. It's like y'all were saying, it's like y'all thought she would do this in this episode, like y'all could see that happening. No, she couldn't have done she has not been through enough, not even nearly enough to push her there.
Right.
I don't think that she was going to do it in this episode. What I was saying.
What the fuck are y'all talking about then?
Well, okay, I say for Charles then.
Really? Come on. But
no, you go ahead.
Okay, one of y'all talk, and then the other one does. Let's try that.
Yeah, I was just going to say that it was going to be something to build up over the course of several episodes.
Where she just goes crazy and kills everyone.
Well, yes, let's go with that. Yes.
See, this conversation is actually reminding me of the Killing Joke. Diano, you remember the Killing Joke? What does it take to turn a man crazy? Just one bad day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Remember he had kidnapped Commissioner Gordon, or the Joker had kidnapped Commissioner Gordon, and basically he thought, and that's what these guys are talking about, is that it just takes one bad day for Beth to just go crazy and kill people.
That's not what
I don't think that's the case.
Okay, let me put more better for everyone to understand. Even Charles, for a good example. I know what Charles is saying, like, not just someone who's back in the corner, but it's like a perfect storm, really. Like, Beth is pretty much, in some ways, actually like Home Alone nonsense. Like, okay, I can do this and this, because Dawn would be like a catalyst for Beth to become a better and stronger character. Because Dawn, to be honest, she is pretty much a sex slave driver towards the women. And like how you see with Gorman and how she just turned a blind eye towards it. Because they protect them, which is kind of fucked up. And so how the governor became a catalyst for the group, become much stronger and much more badass. That's why the Hunters were taken out so easily. Beth will pretty much have that same catalyst, but in more smaller, like in her own personal dosage. Like, we didn't see her go like all ape shit crazy on humans, but I think it's going to happen in like Charles says, in the next couple episodes, due to Dawn being her catalyst and becoming that stronger character.
It's not entirely stupid.
What? Oh, they're going to agree with me already.
Oh, it's basically stupid. I just said it wasn't entirely stupid.
But you know it was good stuff. You know it was good. Don't lie.
And I do have a question for the panel. During the events of during the events of this episode, do you think that it's running along with what's going on with Rick's group, or do you think it's something that happened while they while they were still at Terminus? Like maybe
it has to happen. It has to be like as what's going on with Rick's group right now, because we see Carol at the end.
Yeah. How many days passed, anyways? It's kind of confusing too. Like, how many days? It's so hard to actually get that grasp of it, though.
I think it's like Carol coming in at that point gave us a very clear timeline, or clear-ish, as much as the show ever does give us a clear timeline.
Well, how far away is Rick's group from Atlanta?
Well, Atlanta's big, though, so it's very big.
The main city.
Well, it's like, remember, the last time we saw Atlanta was in, like, the first couple of episodes of this entire show.
Right.
Like way back season 1. It's like, and they've been getting away from there. So it's like, I mean, that's one thing I wanted to bring up. It was kind of a surprise to go kind of all the way back that way.
Yeah. And I got a little bit more confused with the hospital itself, because the hospital almost looked identical as the one where Rick woke up from in that flashback that Shane had when he saw Rick in the hospital. So it got a little bit more confusing. Like, okay, I know they have different hospitals around Atlanta, but I wish they would use a different color scheme or something different, because people would just watch it like, oh, wait a minute, that looks like the same hospital as the other hospital. Did they clean it up or something? Because you will have people saying that. So.
All right. So, in any case, Terminus, just as a general idea, the original name for Atlanta, and I knew this way back last season, and I was talking about this last season. The original name for Atlanta was Terminus, like in real life.
Okay.
Because it was where all the railroad tracks met up. So Terminus is geographically going to be very close to Atlanta. If not in Atlanta, on the outskirts.
Just because the name is the same doesn't necessarily mean that location-wise they're doing the same thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, I mean, I see where you're going, and I can kind of understand the inference, but it's not a necessity.
It's not a 100% necessity, but they're obviously inferring the city of Atlanta, because that's where all the trains meet.
That would also be inferring that lots of people were aware of that, and this is not a show that does things all that vaguely.
It's really fucking confusing at times.
So I see what you're saying, and that's a cool little bit of historical fact. I just don't see it.
My thought is from the time that Rick met up with the group till now, they have not left a 30-mile radius.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because they went to the CDC and that blew up.
I really don't think they have. I think they've been basically walking through the same freaking area
In a
this
circle.
entire time.
Not impossible. It's
Yeah,
like,
not
I mean,
impossible.
we have no way of knowing that either way.
Right. Plus, Washington can actually just move to Atlanta itself. Not the state, but actually like the government's like type facility of Washington is actually in Atlanta. So I can see that happening. People not really leaving Atlanta anyway. So yeah.
Or the CDC is all over the country and not just in Washington.
True. Very much true.
Yeah.
Yes, folks, I actually kept up with what Isaiah said just then and translated it and responded.
Yes, and it was actually making sense.
Okay, what the hell is this? What is this? What
You don't
is it?
understand? Okay, let me tell you like this. It's called confusion powers.
Isaiah, what is this, Isaiah? What is this? What is this? What's that? What's that? Oh,
It's
that's
called
what
a moon. It's called the new full eclipse of a moon. That's what it is. A full eclipse of a moon.
I'll show you that off of when we're no longer broadcasting. I'll show you a full eclipse of the moon.
It's like I was impressed in this episode is like how quickly kind of Beth fell in line and kind of accepted this brand new reality that she found herself in, even though it was like still looking to escape.
Right.
And I have to say, it's like I really like Noah. It's like I hope this is not the last that we've seen of him.
I hope not either, because he was a really cool character.
It's like
Wait, whoa. Isaiah, are you not blaming him for something yet?
No. He was a black guy who was enslavement. Like, oh man, I'm a slave? Fuck. So, hey,
What if you find out he's addicted to lollipops? Then are you gonna change your mind?
Compared to being a slave, hey, he's cool to do anything he wants. If you're being a slave, it's like, oh, fuck that shit, I'm gone.
Exactly, Lurod. That Isaiah logic.
Exactly.
You see we fucking have to deal with.
See, Lurod understands me. Everyone understands me. It's just so much greatness behind it. It's greatness. Ugh.
And I'm just sitting here tuning all that out.
Oh, you're listening too, because you know why, Charles? Because you know why?
Don't say it.
You know why?
So, in any case, not to break up this whatever.
Right.
Again, I stand behind the fact of, for me, mostly because I'm a guy, this seems to be the least evil place that there's been. At least evil establishment that there's been, except for maybe the prison.
That's true. It's like, I mean, nobody's eating anybody else.
Yeah.
You can say something
Nobody's putting each other in, death matches and forcing them to fight to the death, or trying to control walkers.
Well,
I mean, there was
shit.
the rapist, and you know what? The rapist got what he deserved. But other than that, you have a woman trying to keep people in line. Yes, she's fucking smacking bitches, but but that is to keep order. I mean, I don't see her, other than her blind eye to the rape, I don't see her as an evil character.
Nor do I. I actually agree with you 100%. It's like, I mean, she's very much not perfect, but she's doing wrong things for the right reasons.
Well,
Yeah.
that can be said about the government and pretty much Garth itself. Like, they're pretty much doing what they think is right.
Garth himself?
Yes, Garth.
Okay.
Anyway.
What about Wayne?
Wayne's pretty much an asshole, so I can't think about him right now. Anyways.
I don't think he understood the reference.
No, I don't think so either.
Anyways. So.
Wayne's World! It's party time! It's excellent!
Thank you very much. Anyways. So.
Carry on, Garth.
It's like she's lesser of two evils, but when you start going to her,
by the way, I mean, just to...
I know, but it was lesser of two evils. Like Dawn was overlooking things because she can actually keep people alive itself, but the thing she was overlooking came like a bigger issues because she said like, hey, if the men want to pretty much rape the women, hey, by all means, they have to do it, and it's pretty much like labeling them like a sex trade like towards the women who actually are there. So she's not really power hungry. She's just pretty much a very often pretty much evil character. She's growing to evil character as time goes on.
I disagree.
It's like you say with the governor. He wasn't a bad guy. He was just trying to do what's right. But just look at the. I'm sorry. Just look at the
The governor was trying to do what was best for the governor.
No, he actually did it for his own people too. No,
Bullshit.
Yeah, you know it was. You know it was.
No, he wasn't.
Kept him with
Everything the governor did was for the gratification of the governor.
If that was true, he would have killed everyone else at his own Woodbury. Well, he did that last.
That's exactly what ended up happening, motherfucker.
Well, that's what he did.
That is exactly what he did.
That was his first loss ever.
That's exactly what he did. He took out a fucking machine gun and killed all of his own goddamn people.
Yeah, because he wanted that prison for his people. So it was like
because he wanted that prison. He wanted that prison. It wasn't about his people. It was about for the people that he killed.
Exactly, because he was stretched out. Like,
oh my God, I cannot believe I'm having this conversation.
I know, right? It's like he's getting into this conversation with me. Funny. Very funny. But again, she's a morally gray character. She's left with two evils, but
morally gray, yes. Evil, or even on the path to evil, no.
Well, she needs to start hitting Beth like there's no tomorrow. Like, good Lord, lady, stop smacking the shit out of her. She's like, why did you hit me? I didn't do nothing.
I don't think that she's evil. I have to agree with that. Yes, she is morally gray. However, with her smacking Beth for no apparent reason, unprovoked, acting like that, which is something that she should not have done, something needs to happen to her, and not good. To be honest, if she was to be frenzied by a group of walkers, I'd sit back in a lawn chair with a bag of popcorn and a soda pop, and I would enjoy the show.
See, this is what I have to deal with most times, folks.
Yeah, because I do not like her. I don't like people like that character. They piss me off.
No,
I don't care. I don't think that. I mean, I know she's morally gray, but I don't give a shit about that. I mean, she needs to die. I don't care if she has good intentions.
I just want to get this clear. So someone smacks a bitch, and they deserve to die because of it.
Unprovoked. But
so
this is in terms of the zombie apocalypse. If something like this happens, fine, kill
I see where Matt's going with this.
So the appropriate response to someone hitting you is to kill them.
No, it wasn't just the hit. It was how she was acting, how she was treating the people there. There's something off about her, and I think it'd be better for everybody if she just dies.
Oh, okay. So all weirdos need to die.
God damn it,
Charles. Where do you live again? I can look up that address.
Hey, Charles, he's pretty much agreeing with my logic. You'd be okay to say I'm agreeing with Isaiah.
No, I'm not agreeing with you.
It will save you. It will save you.
Isaiah, if you came out in favor of oxygen, I think we'd all suffocate.
Hey, there you go. Because I got great powers, son. I got awesome powers. Who needs a gauntlet? We got Isaiah logic. Boom, right there.
All right. I am done throwing in my 2 cents before this gets even moving on.
Well, it seems that like pretty much everyone here was kind of looking out for themselves and doing what they had to do for them. It's like, I mean, because you had even Dr. Edwards is very much looking out for himself. It's like, oh, we got another doctor coming in here. Oh, we can't have that.
I was really shocked. I did not see that coming. I didn't see that coming at all.
I kind of had an inkling when he told Beth. I don't know, something tingled my spidey senses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When you tell someone with no medical training to go give somebody an injection of something they don't know what the hell it is, that kind of raises an eyebrow for me too. Yeah,
he wasn't there. That's a really much 101 doctor should not do that. Any type of doctor, like, okay, give this person this unknown drug that you have not seen or heard before. That's like a 101, like a red flag for everyone who has been a doctor or who actually knows doctors. Like
did anyone rewind that scene to make sure that she got it right?
I mean, she got it right.
Or was that just me?
No, I didn't even have to. It's like I remembered it because,
me too.
Fortunately, I have a girlfriend into this medical stuff. I was very well aware of what that drug does.
Yeah, same here.
Oh yeah, you have a girlfriend in the medical field too?
All right, so
kind of what I thought.
I see a lot of
yeah, me too.
I see a lot of
I was gonna say, yeah.
I watched a lot of episodes of ER, and I watched. I marathon House the other day, so.
It's not ER.
Walking in
What
house.
was it? Was it Nurse Jackie?
No, it's not.
What you got? What you got, son? Yeah, Mercy.
No, I got
Grey's
forensic.
Anatomy.
Oh, my God.
Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. I know what it is. General fucking Hospital. General fucking Hospital. That's what you're watching.
There you go. There you
General
go.
Hospital.
General Hospital's up in here, next to forensic files.
So, in any case, yeah, one is an antipsychotic, and the other one is a anti-seizure.
Mm-hmm.
And what was funny is if you rewatch that scene, which I did, well, when she was like mashing up one of them, they actually showed the bottle of the other one, but it's very, very brief, and you have to pay attention. Like they show an overhead view, and you can kind of see the side of the bottle, the
Right.
clozapam or whatever, clozapam.
Clozapam, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So they show both bottles in one scene, but you have to look really closely.
I have a question though. Would you guys blame, or if you was in the doctor's shoes, would you do the same thing, knowing the same risk and same rules that might happen to you, or would you pretty much say, give the guy the right dosage? Right? What would you guys do in that situation?
Honestly, don't know.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank.
It'd be a tough call.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it either. I mean, I had to think about my own life, but again, like taking on someone's own life due to my own selfish reasons, that's still hard to do. Like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be a douchebag like that. Kill an innocent person. Do I want to stay here? We'll be like, no, that's a real puss cake right there. Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's rough. I don't know, Matt. What about you?
I don't know. I think I take that whole do no harm thing to heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the route.
Of course, I wouldn't take advantage of my situation as much as he has in the first place. Like, he's got freaking, like, large amounts of books and art and all that other fun stuff, which shows that he's taking advantage of the fact that he's the only doctor there.
Right.
I would not necessarily do that.
Oh, me, I absolutely would.
You would?
Hell yeah, I would. I'm the only doctor here. It's like, yeah, all y'all bow down. I'm the only one that's like can look out for damn one of y'all. Anything happen to y'all, I'm the only motherfucker here that can fix it.
Right.
Hell yeah.
But
Bow to me.
But well, then again, Noah has. Oh no, again, I'm not saying these like speculation right there. Like Noah might know some medical things, knows some, not all, because he got painkillers for the pain when they beat the shit out of him. Like, wow. So how much
Yeah,
pain do
you
take?
gotta have some kind of medical knowledge to realize that painkillers kill pain.
You know, no, you got the right dosage for it. Like, you don't take an overly dose of painkillers, you know.
All right.
You can't pop them like candy. Like, oh, I got some painkillers. They're popping like candy. Oh, good. I got no pain.
Yeah, basically. It's kind of how it works for most
This is
people.
why jail is folks. He will pretty much get you killed.
I've been on some pretty messed up painkillers in the past, and I have never, not once, acted like that.
Hey, now, look on the bright side. You guys never had morphine. That's some good shit right there.
Well,
I'm sure you're very, very familiar with it.
Yes,
I've had my wisdom teeth pulled, and they put me on a Vicodin generic. Yeah, that was some pretty crazy 2 weeks.
Been on morphine and
I'm sorry. I was in boot camp when they took out my wisdom teeth. I was back on active duty in 12 hours.
Well, you're sharper than Charles, so that's nothing new. Is that right, Charles?
It's like, look, you lucky, Charles. Like, Vicodin doesn't do shit to me.
Right. Morphine will do shit to me. Like, oh shit, got some morphine. Oh yeah.
I see. That's as it is. I don't know if I've ever been on morphine because I've never really cared.
Wow.
Okay, it was like, well, Lou Rod has a comment. He's like, remember that guy was not worth saving in the doctor's eyes when they brought him in. In my estimation, is like, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong about this. It wasn't that he wasn't worth saving. It's that the doctor did not want to save him because that man was also another doctor.
Right.
And Dr. Edwards was not trying to lose his spot as being the only doctor in this motherfucker.
As a matter of fact, I'm surprised Dawn did not pick up on that because she is a police officer. She's supposed to do like detective training and all that other nonsense. Like, you should have picked up when he said, like, oh, he's not worth saving. Like, yes, he is. He's worth saving. And then, so that was like a really much her blind eye moment again. Like, oh no, oh he didn't say nothing like that. So it's kind of again, I know it's not her
Well,
fault,
Dr. Edwards didn't say anything that was medically incorrect at that point.
right? But when he said
Everything he said was accurate.
yeah, but when he said someone's not worth saving, like another doctor, she might knew that was another doctor. It's like I'm surprised she didn't pick up on it at all. And again, it's not her fault that one guy died because it's still the doctor's fault, but it's still got she got the same it's still got the same elements of her pretty much doing more harm than good type of scenario, making it feel like her like the strongest always survives. It gets a lot of people killed more often than you think.
Exactly. It's like now Durod's comment is asking, it's like, so he got Beth to do his dirty work because he knew that she wouldn't get in trouble.
Oh,
no, it's more the case that
not.
he got Beth to do his dirty work for him so he could delegate the blame on someone else that wasn't him.
Right, which was fucked up.
It's like I don't really think he cared if she got in trouble as long as it wasn't him that was getting in trouble for it.
Yeah.
Right.
That was kind of more to the point there. So, okay, let's kick it into our speculation time.
Charles?
I have a speculation.
Okay.
My speculation is sort of linked to what I said earlier about Beth eventually killing everybody there. As we know, Carol was picked up by this group and she was brought in unconscious. I think this is going to be an arc that might last 2 episodes focusing on the hospital. It may not be one episode after the other. And I think that Carol is going to try to work with Beth to sort of escape the place, but Carol, knowing what happened with Terminus and everything, she's probably going to go all batshit. It's probably not going to be Beth at first, the one to go batshit. It'll be Carol. And Beth is just going to sit on the sidelines and help her. Like maybe Carol will do most of the killing and then something will happen and Beth will be forced to take a life. And I think it's just going to be now I'm hoping that maybe Noah will survive and he might join the group with Rick. Like they might get all reunited and Noah will join the team, kind of like how Gabriel somewhat joined the team. And I think that my final bit would be like maybe Dawn is left alive. She's clenching a part of her body to keep from the bleeding, and I think that maybe she'll end up I don't know. She might get frenzied by walkers. Like they might do to her what Carol did to Gareth's mother. Yeah.
Interesting.
All right.
And that's my speculation. So yeah.
I don't think that Beth or Carol are going to go batshit crazy. I don't think it's in their characters to go batshit crazy.
Well,
If Carol was going to go batshit crazy, she would have gone batshit crazy a long time ago.
Yeah.
I was only using it in a general term. I mean, Carol's she's gonna be the one to kill them, not necessarily go batshit. I mean, she may be quite aware of what she's doing, but it's gonna be Carol who's gonna go killing everybody, and Beth will probably be secondary to that.
My thought is my wild speculation, and it's not all that wild, is Noah's gonna find the group. Noah's gonna be like, "Oh, Beth, yeah, she's in the hospital over here." And the group's going to assault the hospital, and while the hospital is being assaulted from the outside, it's also being assaulted from the inside by Carol and Beth. And maybe they stay in the hospital for a little while.
Okay, well that begs the question: is like, do you think it's like because in the last episode we saw the rest of the crew, Daryl was coming out of the woods and he had brought someone with him. Do y'all think that's Noah?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, then that also begs the question: who do you think it is?
Well, let me go into my speculation now. Then I answer Mr. Bossman's question. Anyways.
Before you start, I do think it's Noah. Go on, continue.
Okay. Well, I see. Okay, when we saw Carol at the last, like at the ending of the episode, it's like, let's be honest, she was pretty much playing possum and pretty much wants to see what's ins and out. And I think the Daryl and Carol actually met Noah early on and said, okay, if she's there, you're gonna get her right now because Daryl and Carol can take care of anything they can, right? They can kill a mess of walkers, kill a mess of like highly trained, skilled people at times. So I can see that playing out as like a two-man group rescue mission. You get her out. So in that whole chaotic moment, I think Carol might die due to Don's, again, actions or motivations towards Beth. And so Beth, I think, will take up the mantle whenever, if Carol does die. Pick up that mantle of being that next Carol down the road, like in the future. And then that's why you see, like, because when you look at Daryl, his face is kind of like, he just feels like depressed and just pretty much deflated from everything that happened, like, throughout a long day of finding Beth. So I think it's Beth who's come out the woods, but it was so much sacrifice, there was so much hardship to get through her and actually save her and actually leave with someone behind due to injuries and or death. So I think it's Beth.
Okay. All right.
What? What? Stupid? What? It makes sense? Oh, that's right. That's right.
I'm sorry, Isaiah. It's like I still love you like a brother, but I honestly wasn't paying attention.
Yes, you was. You were paying attention. You said, Isaiah, that is so stupid. That doesn't make no sense.
Well, anytime you say anything, I just kind of assume it was stupid.
Exactly.
It seems like a good thing to say after you stop talking.
Hey, look, you know it was good that no one interrupted me. That's how it was. No one interrupted me because it was so good. It was so juicy. That's why Matt was quiet. That's why Whedon was quiet, because I don't know, he turns out sometimes. But anyways, you guys were loving it. You know it made sense. You know it, Dirk.
I was like, yeah, this is going to be something we're going to see kind of go out between a few episodes. I think, Matt, did you have any wild speculation for us?
I already gave mine.
Like any further one I meant?
Oh, no, I'm good.
Wow. Just like Charles.
All right, it's like I think this is going to be a kind of a fun storyline, but it's like we're going to put the brakes on that for this week's episode. We're going to go ahead and wrap that. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't mute myself when I'm trying to do my outro. We should probably try that. This has been another Walking Dead discussion for Geeks Around. If you like what we do here, don't forget to subscribe to us. YouTube.com/GeeksAround. If you have anything for us, you can always email us, geeksaround@gmail.com. Also, we encourage you to join the Geeks Around community. You will find the discussion for that in the description for this video. We'll be back next week for next week's episode. This one's going to be a fun one. Also, kind of a mini episode focusing on a small group. This time we're going to have Abraham, Eugene, Rosita, Glenn, Maggie, and Tara and their little adventures, and I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are too. We will see you next week.